I am Joanne. I had the pleasure of meeting Joni and her family about 2 years ago and working on a memorial for her son, Mason, which you'll see on our poster here, and then a lot of our literature actually has it as well in our new design book. Joni came to us with a basic idea of what she was looking for. We were a little unsure that we were going to be able to capture that, but working with our design staff, it actually came pretty easily. So she's going to share her story, and her daughter, Madison, is going to help as well.
Well, I'm Joni, and I'm here with my husband, Scott, back there, and my oldest daughter, Madison. And I have two daughters, Maya and Miley, that are at home that couldn't make it here today. They're in school. And I'm so honored to be here today to share my story along with my son Mason's. I just don't know. He was the oldest and my only son. He was engaged to Kelsey, and they shared a son together, my grandson Parker. When I was asked to speak here today in front of all of you, so many thoughts went through my head. Thoughts and words, some I can't say out loud. Thoughts of honor, excitement, hesitation, and fear, being the biggest one of all. I realized after a few days of trying to decide if I could do this, there was one person who helped me make it so clear that I needed to do this. And that was Mason, my strong, brave, courageous son, with no fear of the wonderful life he had embraced at the young age of 25. I have chose to speak to all of you through a letter to my son written for this day. My family also gave me encouragement to speak and be proud. My daughter Madison gave me a journal and a pen and told me to start writing. So here goes. This is a letter to my son. Dear Mason, there are so many things I want to say to you today, as I have been invited to tell our story to a special group of people that without them, I wouldn't have been able to complete your story with such grace and beauty. So I begin with the moment I met you, eyes wide open, and I knew at that moment nothing could break our bond. You did, however, put me to the ultimate test when you blessed me with that precious grandson, Parker. You taught me unconditional love. You renewed my patience, how to gracefully forgive and not to worry about tomorrow. All these things will be tested, and some will come at times without effort through all I have endured and will continue to endure. I embrace every moment celebrating your life, whether it be in my heart with my own moments of little things that remind me of you that no one else would know, celebrating with Scott and your sisters, with Kelsey and your awesome little Parker. I will never miss an opportunity to share a memory, good or not your greatest moments, Mason. He will always remember and be reminded of what a great dad he had, and to follow in his footsteps would be an honor to all of us. Your friends never miss an opportunity to give me a hug or to celebrate a milestone in your life, and you have so many friends. When you passed away, Mason, to begin your new life in a beautiful place, was the day my heart broke into two pieces. And one half filled with heartache, and the other half went with you. And I read that from a poem, and I found it to be so true. I could hear you instantly when the sun came up that morning, as you had just passed hours before, calling to me, take care of this being your life and everything it entailed, a life that you had created courageously with so much hard work and passion for yourself and your little family. A beautiful home and all of the benefits to keep them safe and secure if there were ever to be a life-changing moment. It was then I knew you would continue to be right beside me and give me the strength to bury you and say goodbye. In the next few days, I realized that the moments that would be placed in front of me, I would not face alone. Scott, my husband, my rock, the wall that physically and emotionally held your mom up, and to this day never to falter when your mom, however they may turn out, has her moments of emotional heartache from missing you. I know what you're thinking, Mason. You feel sorry for Scott, and that's okay, because I do sometimes too. Your sisters, Miley, for the most part, confused, but makes us smile with her fun-loving memories of you. She has a beautiful relationship with Parker. They are more like siblings. Maya, your birthday buddy, who just turned 18 on Saturday. I know she'll always be 12 to me. She turned 18 on Saturday, and Mason would have been 28 on Sunday. She was very courageous and seems to follow in your footsteps, sometimes in ways that concern me. I know you're smiling proud now. Madison, she was hit the hardest of them all. Her caring heart has your mom in good hands. Remember, she was always our angel. No worries there, Mason. She's got me covered. And I'm so glad she could be here with me today. Kelsey has risen with such strength and perseverance. She has created a beautiful life for her and Parker. She's an awesome mom and doing a great job of raising your son. I'm so proud of her. On June 4th, 2016 was the day, Mason, we laid you to rest. And we were so blessed to have such a wonderful experience with Sorensen Wright Thompson Funeral Home. They never missed a single moment with all the details. Their support was filled with caring, wonderful people. Sincere empathy was heartfelt by our entire family. The next days, weeks, months, and now years would bring moments of unbearable heartache that would take control of every emotion. The moments of regret in my 25 years with you, that when spoken out loud, didn't exist, but bear the weight of 10 tons. The moments of realization, you would never have those special moments or milestones in your lifetime. The times I wanted to call or text you to make sure you were keeping warm or staying hydrated at work, and then realized you're gone. Among all the celebrated moments for you in the past 2.5 years, Mason, there is one that expresses how very proud of you I am and the wonderful life that with your family, your son and Kelsey, your friends, and the beautiful red truck you so loved. The passion you had for duck hunting and fishing, and your courageous career as a power lineman. It all started with a piece of paper and a pencil. It would be the moment we watched a big truck pull into St. James Cemetery from Murphy Granite. It felt like Christmas 10 times over, Mason. It was carrying the monument that would forever tell your story. I know you're thinking, Mom, don't draw so much attention to me. But if it could help another family tell their loved one's story, I know you would be all about that. I still get excited talking about the delivery and how Parker was able to help Tim set your stone. I'm sure he thought he was a bigger help than he actually was, but that's what it's all about. We visit it regularly and love keeping it beautiful along with Grandpa's stone. I hope you like it, Mason. My relationship with Joanne from Murphy Granite is still very much embraced. And it goes beyond that of just purchasing a monument. Sorry, of all people. And you would really like her, Mason. Well, Mason, as far as me, that goes sometimes without saying. I know you see me crying and you don't want me to be sad. I know you see me worry, and I can still hear you say, Mom, there's nothing to worry about. And I would respond with, uh-huh. I miss your huge smile that seems endless. When your mom was laughing, or when Parker was having a fearless moment that ended for the most part gracefully. Kelsey still won't let me wrap him in bubble wrap. It's your strength, Mason, that I embrace every day to continue to raise your sisters, love my family, and do things that I would have otherwise never done. Things to continue to live for you, and things I have completely stepped out of my box to do because you always believed in me, and making it that much easier to accomplish. My good days can be really good and my bad days can be really bad, and that's okay because it lets me know I'm still moving forward. We will be going on 3 years, May 28th, that you have been gone. And some days it seems like yesterday you were just sitting in the pew at church, all of my children to the left of me, my grandson, and my husband to the right of me. It was truly the best Mother's Day ever. And there was a reason that we had a flat tire after church that day. I remember looking at you helping Scott change the tire and telling you, I'm so glad and love that you are my son. You smiled that sweet smile. And the hug you gave me that afternoon before you left, I remember it being so painful for my back because you were so tall and you wouldn't let go. That would be the last time I would see you, Mason. And that hug is what comforts me most nights when I go to bed. Okay, I know it's time to wrap it up. So I will, Mason, by letting everyone here see a glimpse of your beautiful face and your beautiful life and a presentation your sister Madison has created in your memory. Until the next letter, Mason, love, Mom. I'm continually learning that grief has no boundaries, and know this to be true helps me to say it's okay. I'm okay, and I've got this. Thank you.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. That we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we will rise, oh, we'll rise. I'll of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times.